Unable to get Excel to recognize date in column. I constantly have problems working with dates in Excel. I must be doing something wrong, but I don't understand what. I have a spreadsheet, exported from our Exchange server, that contains a column with dates on. They have come out in AS format even though I'm in the UK. The column in question looks like this. In Excel, I have highlighted the column and selected Format Cells ... In this dialog box, I have selected the date, selected English, United States, as the locale and chosen the matching date format from the list. I hit OK and try to sort the data by this column. In the sort dialog I choose this column, select sort on values, but the order only gives me options for A to Z, not oldest to newest as I would expect. This in turn sorts the date data by the first 2 digits. I am aware I could reformat this data to ISO and then the A to Z sort would work, but I shouldn't have to. I'm obviously missing something. What is it? Edit. I messed up the bounty, but this should have gone to it as 0 Bert's answer. His first suggestion of text to columns with no delimiter and choosing MBY as the type of data works. Additionally, if you have a time, i.e., the 21st of April 2015 18 column 34 column 22, you need to first get rid of the time data. However, after that the method suggested by it as 0 Bert's works fine.
The problem: Excel does not want to recognize dates as dates, even though through Format Cells, Number, Custom you are explicitly trying to tell it these are dates by m/dd/year. As you know, when Excel has recognized something as a date, it further stores this as a number, such as 41,004, but displays as date according to format you specify. To add to confusion, Excel may convert only part of your dates, such as the 8th of April 2009, but leave other, for example the 28th of July 2009 unconverted. Solution: Steps 1 then 2. (1) Select the date column. Under Data, choose button Text to Columns. On first screen, leave Radio button on delimited and click Next. Unclick any of the delimiter boxes, any boxes blank, no check marks, and click Next. Under Column Data Format, choose Date and select MDY in the adjacent combo box and click Finish. Now you got date values, i.e. Excel has recognized your values as date data type, but the formatting is likely still the locale date, not the m/dd/year you want. 2. To get the desired US date format displayed properly, you first need to select the column. If unselected, then under Cell Format, Number, choose Date and select Locale, English, US. This will give you format like m/d/year. Then you can select Custom, and there you can either type m/dd/year or choose this from the list of custom strings. Alternative 0. Use LibreOffice Calc. Upon pasting data from Patrick's post, choose Paste Special, Ctrl+Shift+V, and choose Unformatted Text. This will open Import Text dialog box. Character set remains Unicode, but for language choose English USA. You should also check the box Detect Special Numbers. Your dates immediately appear in the default US format and are date sortable. If you wish the special US format m/dd/year, you need to specify this once through Format Cells, either before or after pasting. One might say, Excel should have recognized dates as soon as I told it via cell format, and I couldn't agree more. Unfortunately, it is only through step 1 from above that I have been able to make Excel recognize these text strings as dates. Obviously, if you do this a lot, it is pain in the neck, and you might put together a Visual Basic routine that would do this for you at a push of a button. It can be as simple as this for code in Excel. Alternative 1. Data, Text to Columns. Update on leading apostrophe after pasting. You can see in the formula bar that in the cell where date was not recognized there is a leading apostrophe. That means in the cell formatted as a number or a date, there is a text string that program thinks you want to preserve as a text string. You could say, the leading apostrophe prevents the spreadsheet to recognize the number. You need to know to look in formula bar for this, because the spreadsheet simply displays what looks like a left-aligned number. To deal with this, select the column you want to correct, choose in menu, Data, Text to Columns and click OK. Sometimes you will be able to specify the data type, but if you have previously set the format of the column to be your particular data type, you will not need it. The command is really meant to split a text column in two or more using a delimiter, but it works like a charm for this problem too. I have tested it in LibreOffice, but there is the same menu item in Excel too. Alternative 2. Edit Replace in LibreOffice. This is the quickest and best way so far, but that does not work in Office as far as I know. LibreOffice Calc has option to search/replace using regex, aka regular expressions. What you do is find the cell and replace with itself, and in the process Calc recognizes the number as number and gets rid of the leading apostrophe. It works extremely quick. Select your column. Ctrl-H opens Find Replace dialog. Check current selection and use regular expressions. In the Find box enter 0 to 9, which means find any cell that has a digit 0 to 9 in its first position. In the Replace box enter and amp, which for LibreOffice means for replacement use string you found in the search box. Click Replace All, and your values are recognized for numbers that they are. The beauty is, it works on cells that contain only numbers with a leading apostrophe, nothing else, i.e. it will not touch cells that contain apostrophe A space, or 2, then number, or cells that contain capital O instead of 0 or any other anomalies you want to correct by hand.
Select all the column and go to Locate and Replace and just replace with slash. I was dealing with a similar issue with thousands of rows extracted out of a SAP database and, inexplicably, two different date formats in the same date column, most being our standard YEMDD but about 10% being MDDI. Manually editing 650 rows once every month was not an option. None, 0, 0, nil, of the options above worked. Yes, I tried them all. Copying to a text file or explicitly exporting to text still, somehow, had no effect on the format, or lack thereof, of the 10% dates that simply sat in their corner refusing to behave. The only way I was able to fix it was to insert a blank column to the right of the misbehaving date column and using the following, rather simplistic formula. Assuming your misbehaving data is in column D.
This may not be relevant to the original questioner, but it may help someone else who is unable to sort a column of dates. I found that Excel would not recognize a column of dates which were all before 1900, insisting that they were a column of text, since January 1st 1900 has a numeric equivalent 1, and negative numbers are apparently not allowed. So I did a general replace of all my dates, which were in the 1800s, to put them into the 1900s, for example 180 in GT, 190, 181 in GT, 191, etc. The sorting process then worked fine. Finally I did a replace the other way, for example 190 in GT, 180. Hope this helps some other historian out there.